From starting out as a cover artist on TikTok to sold-out arenas, Tyla has come a long way. Her shows have changed a lot. New sounds, cooler visuals, and way more confidence. In this video, we're looking at how her live performances have evolved over time. Tyla's rise in music has been pretty amazing to watch. She's from Johannesburg, South Africa, and what makes her music so different is the way she mixes styles. You can hear Amapiano in her beats. That's a South African sound with heavy drums and a laid-back groove. But she also blends pop and R&B, which gives her songs a really cool, smooth vibe that works both on the dance floor and when just chilling with headphones on. For her when she dropped Water. At first, it was just another track in her lineup, but then the internet got involved. The dance challenge took off, especially that one hip roll move she does in the video. That's what blew it up. TikTok was flooded with people trying to nail the dance, and the song started going global. It topped the charts in countries all over the world, and suddenly she wasn't just known in South Africa anymore. Everyone wanted to know who this girl was with the cool moves and catchy song. Then came the big moment. She won a Grammy for Water. Not just any Grammy, but the first ever award for Best African Music Performance. That was huge. It confirmed that she wasn't just a viral hit, she was actually making an impact in the industry. And with that kind of recognition, her performances started getting a lot more attention. She went from small shows to major stages almost overnight. But she didn't just stay the same. You could see her adjusting to it, learning how to work a bigger crowd, how to bring her energy to huge audiences. That's where the shift really began in how she performed live, and it only got more interesting from there. When she first started performing live, it was clear right away that she had something special, even if the stages were small and the production was simple. She had this calm confidence, like she knew exactly who she was as an artist. Her voice was strong, her movement natural, and even without all the flashy lights or big budget setups, she could still pull people in. She wasn't overdoing anything, just staying cool, doing her thing, and letting the music speak for itself. It felt fresh, but when she got that viral fame, she used it to step her game up. You could see the difference in her live performances. They started getting more polished, the crowds were bigger, and she had to keep that same connection she had in the early days, but on a whole new level. She was still cool and chill, but there was more confidence now. She wasn't just testing the waters anymore. She was in it, fully, and people were watching closely to see what she'd do next. Sadly, fate had other plans. For the singer, 2024 was supposed to be a massive year. Her first ever world tour was locked in, fans across the globe were hyped, and everything seemed to be falling perfectly into place. But then life, as it sometimes does, threw her a curveball. Just before things could really take off, she had to make a heartbreaking decision. She cancelled her world tour due to a back injury. It wasn't something she took lightly. You could tell from the way she broke the news. She was genuinely gutted. After all, this tour wasn't just any tour. It was her moment to connect with fans, showcase her debut album live, and step into that global spotlight she'd been working so hard for.
For very long, so it's not an easy decision, but it's the right decision, and I'm happy that I took it. And I know that when I come back and when I'm dancing again, I'm gonna be giving a whole spectacle.
But here's the thing about Tyla. She doesn't crumble under pressure. Yeah, the cancellation stung a lot. But instead of wallowing in what it could have been, she chose to focus on what she could control, her health and recovery. She got real about needing time to heal properly, not just physically, but mentally too. You see, touring is intense. Constant travel, performing every night, barely any rest, and jumping into that while nursing a serious injury, not worth the risk. And don't forget, she was completely new to all of this. Something she admitted herself in an interview where she said, "I feel like some people don't realize how I'm still very new to all of this." In the same interview, she later added, "Your back is such an important part of your body, so I just want to take my time." So while the stages had to wait, Tyla poured her energy into healing and planning. She didn't disappear or go silent. She stayed connected with fans, updated them when she could, and made it clear this wasn't the end, just a pause. Behind the scenes, she was already dreaming up ways to come back even stronger. While talking to the People magazine, she said, "I've grown so much this year. I've evolved in so many different aspects that this new music is going to be that version of me, the now version of Tyla." And if you take a look at her track record, you could see a new version of her on the stage. Let's start with the BET Awards in June June 2024. This was her first major live performance since the tour cancellation, and she came back with serious heat. She hit the stage with Jump, bringing out both Gunna and Skilly Bang for an explosive collab that lit up the whole arena. But what really made it special was how she wove in pieces of home, little nods to Johannesburg, that gave the performance a real personal touch. From the styling to the dance moves to the beats layered into the performance, it was like a love letter to where she came from. You could feel the pride, the energy, the vibe. Fast forward to October, and she popped up again, this time in one of the most glam events of the year, the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Talk about a comeback with sparkle. She performed Water and Push to Start while models walked the runway, and she owned every second of it. The mix of fashion, music, and her signature cool girl energy was pure magic. Watching her glide across that stage with so much confidence after everything she'd been through made the whole thing even more powerful. What made both of these moments stand out is how natural she made it all look. Like, yes, she was away for a bit, yes, she had to heal, but when she returned, it didn't feel like she was trying to play catch-up. It felt like she'd never left. The performances were polished, full of emotion, and completely magnetic. She knew exactly how to turn a comeback into a moment. And now that she's back in her groove, it's clear this was just the beginning. After her big return to live performances, she didn't waste any time jumping into the big leagues. And when she hit those massive festival stages, she absolutely proved she belonged there. Let's talk Lollapalooza first. August 2024, her debut at the legendary Chicago Festival. You could feel the buzz in the crowd before she even stepped out, and you could tell how much fun she was having. It wasn't just a playlist performance, it was a full-on experience, packed with energy, rhythm, and that signature Tyla flair. For a debut, she made it feel like she'd been owning festival stages for years. Then came the big one, Coachella 2025. This one was highly anticipated. Fans had been waiting to see what kind of magic she'd bring to the desert. And wow, did she deliver. First off, the fashion. Y2K vibes everywhere. Think sparkly, nostalgic, early 2000s glam mixed with her modern Afro-pop edge. She didn't hold back for a second. Big vocals, even bigger choreography, and just this effortless cool that made her stand out, even on a lineup packed with heavy hitters. In the end, if you look at the bigger picture, her stagecraft has evolved beautifully. Her choreography has grown sharper and more intricate, blending Afrobeats with pop in a way that feels effortless and authentic. Stage design is now a major part of her storytelling, with lighting, visuals, and set pieces that match the mood of each song. She's also become a pro at engaging the crowd, reading the room, interacting with fans, and making even massive festivals feel personal. That's it for this video. Which Tyla performance was your personal favorite? Let us know in the comments below.